Hey, sorry. Yes, guys. I uh, I hit the cord, and so it was low on power, and I plugged it in. Uh, and so once I didn't know it got unplugged until it shut off on me. So sorry about that, guys. I apologize. So anyway, um, there's great detail in this. Man, Vinny, I got so excited I unplugged the computer, man. I don't know what to tell you. But this inside's really nice. My thought is for this, because I use Unitrack, I will have to probably put this on a piece of cork so my track lines up. And then what I'm going to do here in between the lines, hey, hush, 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 hush. Hush, you have the same toy, guys. Yeah. Hey, hey. Yeah, hush. What I'm going to do is Chloe. Chloe, hey, leave him alone. You have your toy? You have your toy? No, yours is right there. There. What I'm planning to do is use the Unitrack, the little pieces that you can go from Flex Track back to your Unitrack, and in between here, just have a straight rail in between here. Maybe glue the rails down so it doesn't, I don't have that Unitrack sticking. I think it's going to look nicer, and that's kind of what I'm going for. It look like it's set in the concrete. So I'm going to try it first, just before I even decide that's what I'm going to do. But I've been thinking about how I'm going to do that. But then I may get a couple of Unitrack bumpers right here on the back part, and put the little bumper on each end. Stop it. So it looks nice inside. The details that I want to do, yeah, it's been Unitrack tested. For now, I'll probably run the Unitrack through it. So for now, I'm using the Unitrack. That's not a big deal because I have to still figure out how this whole area is going to go together. So, but that's kind of my thought. That's kind of my thought on how Dave Piper. Nice to see you. I just caught your name in there. That's kind of my thought on I'm going to run my track in here just to look a bit nicer. For the detail part, I'm thinking about getting the Woodland Scenics. There's like the crew members you can get mechanics and welders. So every time there'll be at least a locomotive or two in here, and that's why I have them little guys in there, and maybe for shrink down some safety posters or something and put them on the inside somewhere. But that's what I plan to do for detail, and maybe light it up along the sides, run some real small LEDs or along the side up here. You're really easy to do in this structure because everything comes out like this. Which is a good plan by Vinny, especially if you have a locomotive or something. Hey, especially if something comes off the track or something, or a locomotive, something happens, you can reach in there and get it. But no, this is great. This is fantastic. Other than I was a little bit in a hurry to pull it out of the box. So I'm sure this other two pieces are in there. I just have to take it downstairs and dig through it where I won't make a mess. And but yeah, this is great structure. I love this structure. And of course, we have the roof pieces, which are great detail. He weathered them a little bit. I tell you what I'll do is probably not much more weathering because I'm gonna say this is the Santa Fe engine facility. because they share a yard with ICG in my layout, and they're going to probably take really good care of this building because they service a lot of locomotives in it. So it's probably going to look nice. The only touch of weathering I will do will be just above these doors. And he didn't do anything. And that's okay. I'll probably just put a little bit of exhaust just right there. Because you would probably see that no matter what age of the building, eventually that exhaust will make its way, it's going to make a little bit of a stain. So, hello, Wilmer. This is part 2. I got so excited I disconnected the computer, man. So I got a few more minutes here. I'll be on here about another 15 minutes, but beautiful, beautiful. I'm very happy with it. Looks great. Like I said, I got to put the base back on. That's my fault for getting excited and not reaching underneath enough to pull it up. So I'm sure that's what happened when I pulled this up. As you guys saw, this came up first, just like this. So I can see where it was glued to the base, and that's not a big deal. I got some Model Masters or something that I can run a nice little line without losing any of the yellow striping. And just glue this right back in place where it goes. That's my fault. So I'm not going to, that happens probably as travel as it was. And I got a little overexcited to pull it out of the box, but I'll look through there and I'll find them pieces. They're in there. So I'm not worried about that, but yeah, Wilmer, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. We'll have to get together and straighten that out. That's all I can say. So yeah, this looks nice. A couple little touches up of the gray where I ripped that up, but I got paint that'll match that, and it'll look great. I cannot wait. I will do a video, hopefully Sunday night or hopefully this weekend. I'll show you it in place. What my plans are for this area. And once I get this in the area where it goes on the layout, things in that whole rest of my yard, industrial wise, are going to change. I have some ideas for it. I have my Red Wing milling, which I turned it into a Pillsbury plant kind of thing. So I'm going to use another idea of Vinny's. A couple years ago, he did some grain towers and stuff. So that I think I'm going to use his method of cutting the PVC pipe, painting it gray to match the other structure, and using his video as a base to make the Pillsbury facility. It will have 2 long lines for hoppers going into it, because basically mine is really grain based. I have I have boxes and grain. That's really my main 2 industries right now. As a furniture wood. I'm sorry, and wood. I forgot my lumber yard. So I have wood cars. I have box cars for the 2 for the printing company and my furniture factory. Those will be box car heavy, and basically the rest is grain. And when I someday expand around the corner, which I plan to do, I'm going to do that a different way. So when it comes time to describe what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. But that may also be one of the big grain facilities along the back wall that you see. So that may be my plans for that. So, but for this area where it goes, this is going to change. It's going to look great. I think I might have to get another Kato switch, but that's not a big deal because none of that track's actually laid down. The only part of my track that's down permanent is the part that is scenic from ballast. That's it, because the rest of that could change once I decide to do a little more wiring on that side and stuff. So sometimes track gets moved around. So until it's for sure set in concrete, hey, this is it, then I'll come back, and when I'm ready to do a major scenery in the yard, I'll do that. So I've got some ideas for that whole side of the layout. So I'm going to have to start getting to work on that. But Yes, PVC pipe, Gaffa. It's a great way to make. I'll have to go back and watch Vinny's because I think he was making an N scale one. So I'll have to figure out the size, which is probably an inch or an inch and a half. DJ's Trains also has one where he made one, but Vinny's has had more detail to it, and that's what I want to go back and see what he used to do the detail and stuff in it. So that's really what I want to go back and watch that and see how that works. So but that's this is really it tonight. Was opening this, and I'm excited. So I will have a video coming in very shortly in the next week. Like I said, hopefully this weekend I have a video where I show you where this goes. Because when I'm done here, I'm going to take it downstairs and I have to hit the road and go get some more wood. So for my deck, which is for people who didn't hear that, I might do a video later on in the fall when I'm done. Just say, hey, this is what I've been doing. I think you guys kind of know why I'm not really getting much time to work on the layout. But the layout runs. I can go down there right now, flip the switch, minus a few probably dirty spots in the track, and run trains. And hopefully it rains this weekend. Want to, but if it does, I've got something to do. Make a video and start planning this area around this. I still have my town to finish, get some stuff for it. I've got some more videos coming on that. There's a ton. I've got a structure to do. And my next On Track Tuesday, I may do a project. These are going to be the bar that I'm working on for my town, the last little building I have that I was going to redo. Or I've got a gondola, an old Atlas one at Burlington, and I'm going to take it and show you guys how to dress up, even an N scale or HO scale for that matter. You can go for old Bachman, Tyco, or old Athearn Blue Box pieces. You can take something old, make it new, put it right on your layout, and it'll still run. I've done that with a couple pieces. You guys saw that. Well, I think on one On Track Tuesday, I did the Penn Central gondola and weathered it all up. And man, it runs around the layout. It needs a load in it, which I haven't decided what I'm going to put in it. But do I live next to a railroad? That's true. Although I do work across from a train museum. So that's fun. Yeah, Kenneth. Man, that happens because I was busy, but it's not something that I'm getting away from. I still want to go down there and work. Anytime I do laundry or I go down there for something, I'll stop and I'll look at it. And I'm like, I want to do this or I want to do that. So it's always on my mind stuff to do for my layout. So definitely. Yeah, that's true, Roy. You got that nice little one you got in your truck. So thanks, Gaffa. Thank you for stopping in. I always go back and watch your guys's, you and Nancy and all that. I go back and watch it. I never catch it when it's actually live. So I'm going to break my. Yeah, one of the little smokestacks here got bent. You can see that because most of them are straight. The way Vinny did them, they run straight up. Not a problem. One detail I might do for this and try to paint them silver is a couple of the vents up here on top. The Walters makes a kit for roofs, which I got to get for some of my other buildings. I think they have one with some bigger vents. I might do that. Well, you know what? That wouldn't happen here because of the crane. So maybe one on these. I'm not sure. Maybe nothing. But this is awesome. That's all I can say, guys. Cannot wait to get this down there, look at the space that I have, and start planning that side of my layout. I've got some just killer ideas for that whole area where my yard is, industries, and then you go down the other end. There's going to be a suburban scene, and there'll be videos, a lot of videos in the future coming on that. One thing I want to do is try a paper building. I've looked at this guy in Canada, and in Scale and HO Scale, it sells a paper kit. And I know in the UK, those are huge. It's a lot of the model railroaders use a lot of those paper kits, and they look really great when you try them out. So I've got some nice thick cardboard to use to build a frame for it. So that's coming in the future too. So, and they're really not that expensive. It's like $13 for a block of buildings. You can't beat that. So you're right. You're right, Corn Country Rails. Yep. I bet it was, Roy. I'll try to call him after the show, Tom. I have to run somewhere, so I might give him a call on my lunch tomorrow if I get a chance. I'll have a chance on my lunch because I'm on my lunch. Well, guys, I tell you what, since I got an errand to run, I want to get this downstairs, so I don't want it sitting up here and then go run my errand, leave it up here on the counter, and come back and it's on the floor in pieces. I would cry. But anyway, guys, or anyhow, thanks for stopping in. Okay, all right, Vinny. Yeah, I'll probably won't have time tonight, so I'll give you a call on my lunch, and then I'm gonna take that package downstairs, and I get a chance this weekend. I'm gonna look through it because I'm pretty sure those other two pieces are in there. The way I pulled it out, that's my fault. So, and then that one got bent a little bit, but not a big deal. That's very good considering. That was the only really thing. Maybe got a little bent in shipping, and the rest I did myself. Getting excited. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Tom. And good night, everybody. Hey, Hot Rod Rodney, I didn't see you, but thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Scully Kill River Valley. Well, thanks, Ralph. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, Roy, sometimes you get too excited. I think if we left instructions on there, I wouldn't have seen them anyway. So that's all I have to say about that. So guys, I'll let you go for a few minutes. Thank you, Vinny. Yeah, before I take my dogs out, I'm going to go down and, of course, put this right where it's going to go. I'm going to move my old one down, put it on the workbench, wherever. It's not going to stay there any longer. That's all. That's all. I can even run my Unitrack in here, but first I want to find the other parts and put the base back on. So I will do that. So guys, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Sorry about the delay when I got excited and unplugged my computer because it did have a low battery. So I will catch you guys this week. And remember, tomorrow night, Vinny will do a premiere video during Sparky's time, since Sparky's in the UK not doing a show, enjoying his vacation, which I'm sure we'll hear about on the 28th when he comes back. So, guys, I will catch you then. You guys have a great rest of the week, and hopefully I'll see you Friday night at Vinny's Friday night chat. So, thank you, guys.